or whatever. Like they're gonna put the denominations that you can donate. Then I'm
Yeah.
gonna say no.
Zero. No.
Sorry, I need help too.
Yeah, I think I'm the other way around when I was in college. Like I'm so worried, or well, not really worried. I'm just focused on what I want to do. Like I just want to have fun, play games.
You were distracted.
Yeah, I'm very
You
distracted.
were distracted.
Like I don't really like these are stuff beyond me. So I'm just focused on what I can do that's gonna be fun.
It's not like you didn't care, but you were able to distract yourself or take your mind off of it at least.
Cause it feels like I'm not. I might sound selfish, but cause I'm not affected,
Yes.
right?
You don't
And
have anybody in close proximity to you, meaning you don't have any relatives or you don't have any acquaintances or friends that are getting affected by this problem,
yeah,
right?
like this societal or world problems. And plus, like you said, it's too big.
So, what are we gonna name this shit? It's Tuesday. And you know what
You
that
know.
means.
Know
Another
what this
episode
is?
from your boys. You got Edmund here,
You got me 2x
OCP, out of the picture.
MIA
Again, getting his mouth rinsed. He's got a dental appointment.
It's my dental. This week too. I think I have a dental appointment. But anyways, yeah, it's Tuesday, and thank you for tuning in.
Yeah, you got another more than an hour with us. So grab your kids, drive them to school, or grab your kids, bring them home, or
Get your chores ready,
get your chores ready,
or get your kids to do your chores.
or start the water running.
Oh, just
wash
to
your
have a
dishes.
bubble bath. Oh, I thought you meant a bubble bath.
That too. That too. Is it gonna be weird though? Listening to two guys, if you're a guy, and then you're listening to two guys.
Well,
while
in the
their
first
bath.
place, if you're a guy, I don't think like me as a guy, I don't
Yeah.
usually take a bath. I take a
Yeah,
shower.
Shower.
I don't have
A
time
quick
to.
one at that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna take
know
like
the
5
bird bath?
minutes. What's that?
You know the bird bath?
Bird bath?
Yeah.
Is that what guys are doing? Bird bath? Just the hair?
Most guys.
Just the
No,
hair?
You just wash the wings and the pecker.
That's it? Oh,
Yeah. Wings
like
and
might
the
as well do
pecker.
everything.
Yeah.
And it's gonna take us like 5 minutes.
Usually.
Me personally, I take like
Same.
5 minutes, unless I have other business in the shower,
Like what kind of business?
like shaving my balls,
Oh, okay.
like trimming the balls.
Fuck, I
And
remember when I shaved my balls when we were teenagers. It grew out and just started getting itchy. You know?
yeah, it's always yeah. That's why it's better
So I just
to
trimmed
wax it or trim it, wax it. Like waxing
Ah.
it, it's a lot better.
But aren't you scared? Have you tried waxing
Yeah.
your balls? You weren't worried you're gonna take off the
Like
skin
bald?
of your scrotum? Like your
No,
balls
it didn't
acne.
happen.
I'm worried about it.
No, just try it. It
Like
feels
just final
feels a lot better.
destination
If you want it bare there, just wax it. Try
shit.
it.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because you can do it yourself, like me. Someone
Yeah,
else did
you
for
can
me.
buy strips, right?
Yeah, I think in shoppers they have that.
Yeah.
Or trim it, like what you're doing. Trim it. Make it
Yeah.
look like a bonsai.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I got that reference from Harold and Kumar. That
Ah.
bonsai, that bonsai when you're just trimming your hair.
Yeah, I'd go trim. I can't wax. I'm
Like that.
cringing right now. Ugh.
It's
Just the
easier if someone's doing it for you. I tried doing it and it was really hard by myself.
Yeah.
Cause I'm like, "Ay, oh, no, wait. It takes a while. It takes a while
Takes a
before I
while.
can finish to cause I hesitate. I hesitate. Okay,
Ah.
wait, I'm not ready yet.
And it should be like Velcro, like,
Yeah, just fast.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a lot easier if someone ask your wife.
And then it's gonna be like bowling where you leave one, it's a split.
Yeah. It's or maybe you're just gonna end up quitting, right? If
Yeah.
you do just one side. Or maybe halfway.
Ugh. Ugh.
But anyways, that's a weird start of an episode.
No, it's not. We're guys. It's not.
Do you
We're
think we have
guys.
more guys or more girls watching?
I can't remember. I checked the analytics. Like
Yeah, you don't know.
from whatever, however much we have listeners. I think in YouTube and video we
Yeah.
got more guys,
Okay.
but in Spotify where there's not a lot too,
Yeah.
like way less than in YouTube, but in Spotify there's a higher listener number in females.
Oh, really?
Yes. I think it's a 70-30 or 60-40
Oh, wow.
compared to
Mm.
YouTube. It's I think it's 73-27 something. I
Oh,
feel
okay. Like
like
our
I
subscribers.
think.
Okay.
Not
Okay.
subscribers.
Gracias, mamacitas. Thank you for listening.
I think it's just watchers, not subscribers. I'm not sure. Not
Okay.
sure. I shouldn't be like checking the
Well, it's
analytics yet,
good. It's
but
good too. I was checking it
yeah.
the other day. I was watching How I Met Your Mother, right? And then I was telling my wife the other day because
Yeah.
he was getting his hair done and makeup done. And I was telling her that, you know what? I think you should watch. I know you hate these kind of shows, but now that we're older, it feels like everything's so much relatable. Because I was rewatching it again,
Yeah.
like I said, right?
Yeah.
And every little thing, I understand it a lot better now. Before I was just watching it.
When did you watch it? Before.
Like when it first came out, so I was actually following it. So when
Okay.
when was that? Like 2007, 2008?
Yeah. But you were watching it like a sitcom or a series where
Yeah.
you didn't really care about the story.
I care. No, I care about the story, but
Not
there are
as
some.
not as involved as this time.
It's not really like getting involved. It's just like I can relate to it a lot better because I'm here in the north in
North
like in the
America.
west
Yeah.
already. So I understand the joke. I understand what they're going through. I
Mm,
understand everything. And I
yeah.
can actually relate to a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Like how Ted and Robin, like how their love stories, I can relate to that.
Okay.
Like you get you get those relationship or you have those girls that it doesn't match up. Like the timing is
Mhm.
always off. Like
Yes.
I'm in a relationship and she's single. Like she's in a relationship and now I'm single.
Yeah.
I just remember the past episode that I was watching when Marshall just got dumped and
Yeah.
Barney was so excited because he's
They're gonna be
single,
all single
but he
again.
was what whoever Marshall was hitting on, like like Barney was trying to get all these
Yes.
girls.
Yes. Yes.
Because
Yes.
at first he was saying that, you know what, hooking up with girls, it's like going to a candy store. You just pick whatever you want
Yeah.
and then you're gonna go home happy. And then at the end, he said that, you know what, that's a lie. Like hitting on girls is not like a candy store. And then he started saying that it's like a I can't remember the exact words he said, but
Yeah.
you're gonna get your your heart broken.
You're
It's
gonna
like
get your
someone's
heart
gonna steal
stomped
this.
on.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna steal your girls, and that's what
Yeah.
he's been doing all
Yeah.
along.
But then you remember why Barney did all of those things. Okay, just watch it. Just watch it.
Okay,
Just,
maybe I'm not on. Cause you know what? Like when I was rewatching it right now, like,
is this what happened before?
is this really what happened?
Yeah.
I know the
Yeah.
premise of the story. I remember the important parts, but
Yeah.
cause there's some episodes that are not really that relevant. It's just like random episodes. But now it's like, all right, it's making sense. Like everything's making
Yeah.
sense.
When you were watching it before, were you watching it weekly or were you binging it?
I think I'm it's a mix of binging because like I can't watch it like all like straight, right? But
Yeah.
I remember that there's some days that I watch like two episodes all at
Yeah.
once. There's some episode that I can only watch one
Yeah.
episode.
And then there was only one episode this week.
Yeah.
Yes, because it just came out.
Yeah.
Because it's a whole different thing binging it.
Yeah, right now. Yeah, the
Like
continuous
those episodes that you talked about where it felt like filler, it all interconnects
yeah.
as soon
Now.
as you as soon as you binge it. But yeah, I just thought when you were saying that it was the right time for your wife to get into it along with you, I just felt like for cuz for me how I met your mother through and through was Ted's quest
Like one true
for the
love.
mother, right? But then I remembered, I guess she can watch it for the friends aspect of
Yeah.
it at least, yes.
Like just how cuz what I feel right now when I'm watching it, it kind of like just simple moments or like like scenes in the scenes on the show,
Yeah.
it reminds me of something from
Mm,
before,
yeah.
and it's totally relatable. I can
Yeah.
remember, like, it's just so easy to relate now. And then I just want my wife to watch it so that maybe she'll relate on something.
Yeah.
And then the jokes, cuz she hates like white humor.
Yeah.
Well, I shouldn't say, well,
She
I
doesn't
can,
she doesn't get
yeah, she
white
doesn't
humor.
get it.
Okay. Okay.
She doesn't find it fun.
Yeah. My wife watched it casually. So when we were together, I egged her to watch it because she's a Friends fan.
Okay.
And then when we were finally married, I told her we rewatched it again because like for me, I want her to see this as the love story that it is and not a friendship sitcom.
Mm.
Because I wanted to like position it as this is I relate to this because this was my quest to you.
Yeah.
But then she just shout on because she's a Friends fan.
Oh, she's just bashing on
Yes.
it,
But
just
then
comparing the
but
two.
then she understood that because for me, like my take on it is Friends, the skits, the inside jokes, the gags, funnier.
Yeah.
But How I Met Your Mother had more depth. That's my take.
Yeah.
And I die on that hill.
Okay. Yeah, me too.
Yes. Better fleshed out characters for me, especially Marshall, the best character there. He was solid. He was Marshall at the beginning up until the end.
Yeah.
He's Marshall because he didn't have to go to he didn't have to go through like character development because
It doesn't need to.
doesn't need to, right? And pretty much just affirmations of or solidification of what he is,
Yeah.
the big gentle giant. So yeah,
So far, so good. So I guess we should just rewind back and then
yeah. What season
and
are
then
you?
I'm on season 2 now.
Season
This
2.
episode 2.
Yeah.
I'm trying to slow down because it's just taking a lot of my time. Even though I'm done with my, let's say, taking the dogs
Yeah.
out, I just sit down somewhere and then watch it.
Yeah.
I should be doing all my chores faster, but since I'm watching
Yeah.
it, because when I
Yeah.
told you before, I'm just using it to kill time while
Yeah.
watching my dogs, and now everything's just slower
And
because I'm following it. I just wanna, like, especially if I'm in the middle of an
yeah.
episode. Okay, I'm just gonna finish it.
Yeah. You're reinvested
Yeah,
again.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
But
They got you hooked.
anyways,
Yeah, it's
like,
just
where are we at now?
it's just kind of annoying with how shows are now. Just with How I Met, 20 to 30 minutes. That's it. One episode. Don't get me wrong, I like K-dramas, but it's just too
It's just
long.
too long.
1 hour to 1 hour and 30
Yeah,
minutes.
usually 1.5,
Yeah.
close to 2 hours sometimes.
Yes. So, anyways, I just watched. I just finished the show. I can't remember if this is new or when it came out. Because remember when I was talking about Ted Lasso, when I
Okay.
was saying it
Are you
was
still
pretty
watching
new.
it?
I haven't gotten it again yet. But when I was talking about how new it was, apparently it was out a year ago.
Oh,
Wasn't really
okay.
new.
Yeah.
So with this show, I'm not sure. I don't know if you've heard about Three Body Problem.
Oh, okay. With Wong. Yeah,
Yes,
Wong's
he was
right?
there. Sir Davos was there. Sir Davos of
Of Game of
Game of Thrones. Sam was there. Samuel
Sam too?
Tarly
Okay.
from Game of Thrones, because it was pretty much based in the UK, in
Oh,
London.
okay. And those are
So
the
they had
actors there.
Brit actors. So anyways, the plot of it was somebody from Earth sent out a message or a signal to the outer
aliens.
space. Somebody caught the message, answered it, and now they're on their way to Earth, pretty much. They will get to the Earth in 400 years. So, it's not gonna be in the lifetime of
That,
the
that person.
characters
Okay.
who are leading the story. So it got me thinking. Oh, spoiler alert. This is pretty spoiler-ish already. There was this character who, okay, I'll try to avoid the spoilers. There was this character where he doesn't really seem to care about what's gonna be happening or what it means for the Earth when the aliens get to the Earth,
Okay.
because
And he's one of the main characters.
big side character.
Okay.
He doesn't seem to care because he's got his own big problems to deal with.
Oh, okay. And plus, like,
Yes.
why would you worry about something from, like, for 400 years from now?
That's one school of thought. The other would be, don't you care about other people? Don't you care about
Yeah, true, I
your
guess.
neighbors? That's
Just to
that's what
prepare.
they're
Why
trying
are the
to.
aliens? Oh, shit.
They haven't shown
That's
the
gonna be
aliens.
a spoiler.
They haven't shown the aliens.
Okay.
Anyways, so
Because there's a difference if, like, there's a difference of them attacking Earth or just communicating and then forming a new civilization, right? And that we don't know, or maybe you know. I don't know.
I won't say which is which, A
Yeah,
or B. I won't say. It's in the show, so if you want to watch it, go ahead.
we're not sponsored by this TV
Yes.
shows, guys.
It just got me thinking where like there's bigger picture stuff, but you cannot seem to care or you cannot be bothered to care because you've got some
Your own
your
baggage.
own stuff that you have to deal with. I feel like an asshole sometimes. You
Yeah.
know when you pay at the cashier and
Okay.
then there's gonna be, oh, do you want to donate to this cause or whatever? Like they're gonna put the denominations that you can donate. Then I'm
Yeah.
gonna say no.
Zero. No.
Sorry, I need help too.
Yeah.
And apparently I heard um how it works is you put in the donation, right?
Yeah.
Say you put in $2. The organization that takes care of the donations, they're gonna invest it.
Which is possible. Yeah.
I've heard about it, and then the they're gonna profit off of it.
Because, like, they're a big company already.
Yes.
Like, for example, let's say PetSmart, because they
Okay.
always have those, regardless, like, all the time. Do you want to donate to like the Pets in Need or whatever
Okay.
organization? Like, you're a big company already. This is a write-off.
Yes.
You're gonna be doing donation anyways at the end of the tax year. Like,
Yes.
why are you giving this responsibility to consumers, right?
Yes.
Why? Like, it's just you're making us feel bad that when we say no,
Yes.
like, I'm a shitty person because I want to help I want to help the dogs in need or the
You wanna
cats
help
in
the
need,
cause.
but
You can't at that moment.
yeah,
You can't.
me, I'm not donating because I know they should be doing it themselves, like this big
Yeah.
company.
And it's a two prong function for them too, because they're donating. That's in the altruistic sense they're
Yeah,
donating, but you can also look at it as it's gonna be a tax write-off for them,
yeah.
right?
Meanwhile, these consumers, because we donated only like $2, $5, this is not a write-off for us because
Yes.
you can't write off like this small amount.
Yep.
It's
So
a different thing if they say that whatever you donate, we're gonna match it. But how would you know if they're really gonna match it? And plus, they
yes.
don't say it.
Yeah.
Like, have you seen this skit with Key and Peele? It's an old skit. It's a funny skit.
I
And, oh,
remember.
I
Yeah.
think I have $2 more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it made you feel guilty at that moment
Yeah.
because you're seeing kids let go.
And then that feeling that you actually help in releasing these
Yes.
kids, and you
Yeah.
actually see the result of your donation.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, like in the real world, we don't actually see it.
Yes. Makes you more compelled
Yeah.
to uh give give to the cause at least.
Yeah, just to the
Yes.
cost, but
Yes.
you don't actually see what the result of this donation that you gave.
Yeah. But then aren't we like assholes too for having to like dissect through it? Like say they gave something. Shouldn't
Yeah.
that be enough? Right? It happened with Oprah and The Rock.
Oh, they
When
had flack about, yeah, because they're,
you heard about it?
yeah,
Yes.
in Maui, right? The
Was it in Maui? I know
Yeah,
it was in Hawaii.
in
And was it
Hawaii.
forest fires
The
or
forest
floods?
fire. The forest
Okay.
fire in Maui.
Yeah. Wherein they donated some millions?
No, they're encouraging people to donate because they have a target. And meanwhile,
Ah,
they have this much money. Like um, they're like the one that's spearheading this donation, this
mm-hmm.
fundraising.
Yeah.
So what's happening is like all the people are saying, especially The Rock, right? He's
Yeah.
Samoan,
Yes.
and like people are saying like, you guys are they billionaires? Probably close, or are
Pretty
they?
close.
Yeah,
But
but you have this much money,
yeah.
and then you have a target of what, like 20, 15 million, something like that. Like
They're closer to billions than regular people are closer
yeah,
to millions,
like they
right?
can easily donate a big chunk of money,
Yeah.
and then they don't have to actually promote
Yes.
it anymore.
Yep. Like just it's pretty much like a drop in the bucket for them.
Yeah,
Whereas they don't need to ask for
and it's a tax write-off again. It's gonna
yes.
be an advertisement for them too,
Yeah.
like how they're a philanthropist or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they decided to gathered everyone. All right, let's hold hands and put in all this. Let's chip in
Yes.
to save the people and just save Maui again, save
Yeah.
Hawaii. Meanwhile, like this is just like you said, a drop in the bucket.
Yeah. When I heard about it, I was pretty pissed. But then why should I be? I got stuff to worry about.
Yeah.
I think um that's how I used to think about the term woke before. Where you have the luxury, or at least you are able to care about bigger picture stuff.
Okay. Like
Like say
stuff.
you're still a
Example.
minor. You're still in, or at least in college. You're not working yet, or you're not a full-fledged adult. And then you'll be able to worry about injustices in society, or not even in your close proximity. But then when you get older, you got your own
Got
shit
your
to
own
worry
problem.
about. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm the other way around when I was in college. Like I'm so worried, or well, not really worried. I'm just focused on what I want to do. Like I just want to have fun, play games.
You were distracted.
Yeah, I'm very
You
distracted.
were distracted.
Like I don't really like these are stuff beyond me. So I'm just focused on what I can do that's gonna be fun.
Okay.
Or
So
maybe because you did university and me, I did college.
no, there was no difference in the
There's no
Philippines.
difference. No, I mean
No.
like us, it's such a small campus, right? And we don't really talk about like those stuff, like the big pictures, like problems in Africa. Or I can only see it in the news.
I meant not me anyways. Like
Oh, okay.
in general.
Oh, okay. All right.
Like I know, but I couldn't care.
Yeah.
I didn't had any opinion on it because I pretty much the same as you. I was
Yeah.
distracted too. But don't you think it's in your heart to care, even if you can't do anything about it? Thoughts and prayers.
Yeah.
There's gonna be people who will be doing sending thoughts and prayers to the people out there.
If
Like
there's a calamity or disaster that
yeah,
happened.
like I can't say which is which. If you wanna care and like step out of your own personal problems, yeah, like go ahead. But if you can't care too, or you don't have the capacity to care because you're already occupied with stuff of your own, I mean, pretty much the same.
Yeah.
That's what I've been thinking. I just wanted to know how like your case before when you were at that stage. Did So I'm guessing you had the luxury to distract yourself.
Yeah.
It's not like you didn't care, but you were able to distract yourself or take your mind off of it at least.
Because it feels like I'm not. I might sound selfish, but because I'm not affected,
Yes.
right?
You don't
And
have anybody in close proximity to you, meaning you don't have any relatives or you don't have any acquaintances or friends that are getting affected by this problem, right?
Yeah. Like this societal or world problems. And plus, like you said, it's too big.
Yeah.
I think I operate before, especially during college. Like I think I'm too selfish that time. I'm just worried about my schooling, about
Yeah.
passing my grades,
Yeah.
and then having fun,
Yeah.
and then just enjoying my, just whatever's in front of me. I just go, and then I think I'm too much involved with playing video games that time too.
Yeah. It's not that it's not that you're selfish. You're just distracted.
Yeah. And plus in the Philippines, I think just growing up in the Philippines, there's just too many problems around us
Yeah.
that we have to worry about.
And those problems in the inside, you can't seem to care enough anymore. Like not you
Yeah.
personally. Like in general. It's hard to care about it already because some are self inflicted. It's like you deserve too bad for you, but in your decisions in life you kinda deserve it. Or you should have seen it
You should
coming
have seen
from
it
a mile
coming.
away. But yeah, before you get to like worry about bigger stuff, you gotta worry about what's in your peripheral view
Yeah,
first. And you can seem to care about it already.
that's right. And it's like Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of needs, right? In the Philippines, it's not like here in Canada that everything's so accessible, right? You
Yes.
have your benefits, you have your, yeah, there's always a way for you not to starve to death.
Yes.
In the
There's a safety
Philippines,
net.
yeah, there's a safety net. There's some
Yes.
way.
Yep.
You just have to find the right avenue.
Yes.
But in the Philippines, I'm lucky enough that I don't have to deal with
Yes.
this. I always have food in our plate. There's
Yes.
always we have clothing, we have our shelter. But if you go look at other people, which is it's very common, right?
Yeah.
Because like when we go to other places, in we use public transportation,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then in public transportation you go you go see all walks of
Yes.
life. And then I can still remember why I'm really I tend to finish everything in my plate. Because when I was a kid in
Mm-hmm.
Imus Palenque, like my mom showed me this beggar that was looking for food in the trash can, and then
Yes.
I saw him eating it off from the trash can.
Mm-hmm.
And then my mom said, "Look at that. See how like they're just eating food off the garbage can." I mean, well, us we're lucky that we have
Yes.
food, clean food at our table, and then I still do that. Like I still finish everything off my plate. I'm
The,
like that's just engraved in my DNA now
yeah.
that I'm so
You
lucky.
should be grateful.
I should be grateful
Yeah.
and lucky that I shouldn't be wasting any food.
I
Like
thought.
sometimes you can hear me tease around that, oh, if you finish your food, how about the people that are like like looking at food in the garbage can?
Yeah.
You should leave some for them. I'm just joking. I don't know if you remember me saying that joke.
Yeah.
I tend to say that before, but I'm just joking. But in reality, whatever's in my plate, I'll finish it.
I thought you were going the route of when you said you were selfish earlier, and then you were gonna finish off your plate because you were selfish. You don't want
Selfish. I don't want to share
everybody
to
else
them.
to. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, just going back to the to Abraham Maslow's like hierarchy of needs. Like back then in the Philippines, we're just worried about like our problems, right?
Yeah.
Like we need to have this first. We need Meanwhile here, you have all those initial needs cut out for you,
Yeah.
that you have actually the time to worry about other stuff.
Yes.
Mental illness, like
Yeah.
world hunger,
Yeah.
like those other problems, right?
Yes.
Like
Like it
outside your capacity.
the the humanitarian causes are pretty much in your vision because it's not blocked by your own
Yeah.
problems or you're not just clouded by your own problems. I remember when you were talking about finishing off your plate. I remember our buddy again from New Zealand
Okay.
because he's like an asshole every time he converses with his mom. It's their dynamic anyways.
Yeah.
But he's always like an asshole when he's talking to his mom.
It's like whenever he talks to his mom, it's like he's talking to a friend.
Yeah. His mom was telling him to like, or I don't know if I saw her mom talk to him like that, or he was just telling me about it. His mom was telling him to like finish off his food, can't, just like what your mom showed you.
Yeah.
He was being told that there's a lot of like people, kids who are suffering poverty, who can't get the right food or get even the right amount of food. So he should finish his plate.
Yeah.
All he said was, if I finish this plate, will they go full? So are they not gonna be hungry anymore? That's what he was saying. So shouts to you.
his his philosophical humor.
Yeah. Smart ass.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, anyways. So when I thought about that too, like when I hear the gripes of people here, I kind of fake care just to show, just to like let them know that I'm not an
Yeah.
asshole, that I care a bit, but I don't really. I don't know if
Yeah,
it's
because we
wrong
have a
or not.
comparison, right?
Yeah, like really, that's your problem. But in relativity, that's hard for them already.
Because that's
If
their hard. They haven't
yes,
seen how hard it is for other people in third world country.
yes, but again, in relativity, sometimes I feel like the asshole for thinking that way. It's not their fault that they were
Yeah.
here, right? But just deep down here, like really, that's your problem. But that's not what I say though.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
yeah.
fuck, I feel you.
First world problems, pretty
Yeah.
much. First world problems.
Do you feel like your mindset's changing and you're feeling that their problems are relevant and understandable now? Now that you're, because I'm pretty sure you're having first world problems too, right? You have that
Mm,
feeling that it's so simple, but you're actually worrying about it too much. Like, for example, like me, I'm having trouble like buying a laptop.
yes.
I'm taking so much time
Yeah.
before I decide.
But
I'm
then
weighing all the options. That's another
yeah.
example of like first world
Yes.
problems, right?
Yeah. But yeah, in relativity, I when that happens, I just try to be empathetic, especially if I like the person.
Yeah.
I try to listen, and I try to like stop myself from thinking.
Yeah, from reacting.
Yeah, I try to react accordingly.
Okay.
I try to react accordingly.
That's a
Cause
good one. React accordingly,
yes,
guys.
cause that's his problem. I
You might
mean,
find people saying very very simple problems, but
yes,
it's
but
it's it's a big deal for
yes,
them.
they're
So
hard,
understand them.
especially if you've been through something worse.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not their fault.
Yeah. They grew up here.
You grew up here,
They had it easy. Or
easy,
that's their easy.
relatively
Yeah,
easy.
relatively that's their
Yes,
easy.
cause like us, we're pretty lucky too.
Yeah.
Even though we were born there, we had like parents who strive to like get us out of there.
Yeah, worked hard
Or yeah,
and yeah, like we're really lucky. So we
yeah.
shouldn't be judging them.
Just look at your dad. Your dad didn't have the job your dad had, but I was aware. I am aware of the hardships because I had an uncle who worked,
Yeah.
who had
Like
the
the
same
sacrifice
job.
that he has to do
Yes, just
to provide.
for you guys to be able to live the life that
Yeah.
you had, he had to be away from you guys.
Yeah.
My dad did the same in a smaller scale, where he had to work 12 hours a day. That's not even overtime yet,
Yeah.
to get us through college.
That's right.
So we were pretty lucky that way. And we never realized it up until we grew up. And up until we understood things, right?
Yeah.
So, and just thinking about, well, yeah, when I hear people say that oh, my dad was this, my dad was that. Did you ever try to think how it was in their position? like trying to provide for you. Like just that, we don't have to go to like bigger scale problems. Just at home, it's mostly the kids don't understand their parents' gripes,
Yeah.
and the parents, they it might not seem to their kids that they don't care, but they have to address the issue first of providing
Providing.
before getting to the other issues
And
of
plus,
their
like
kid.
Asian men, Asian dads specifically,
Yeah.
they're, I'm not saying all, right? But
Yes.
a lot. I would say the majority of Asian dads, they don't really want to say, they're not that they're not that affectionate.
Yes. Stern.
Yeah, they're stern. They
Traditional.
they don't really say that oh, I'm proud of you, like those kind of, like, oh, I
Yes.
love you, like it's very,
They do it in their own way,
yeah,
at least. They
by
have their own
working
way.
hard.
Yes.
And some people might think, or some kids might think that, oh, my dad's always gone. My dad wasn't here for me.
Yes.
My dad wasn't, right? But actually, that's their way of showing their love to you.
Yeah. Feed you.
Feed you, providing for the
Let
family.
you grow.
Yeah.
Let you have those kinds of problems that you might be having.
And hoping that one day, like the next generation,
Yeah.
they won't, there's no need for them to work as hard as he did, because he
Yes.
provided generational wealth to the next kin, right?
But then the problem that's gonna be is now the older generation is gonna say that the generation they raised is soft.
Pussies.
Yes, wussies. They're not battle tested or
Yeah.
whatever. They're not iron forged. But you gave them that life,
Yeah, this
bro.
privilege,
That's
right?
what you strived
Yeah.
for. Yeah, I think that's the side of the younger generation. Like, why are you complaining about the life that I live right now when it was you who forged this life
Yeah.
for me?
I didn't choose this for me.
Yeah, you
You provided
you
this to
provided it
us.
for us. Yeah, just not knowing the problems of the other party. It's like in relativity, they're gonna be like the older generation would be condescending to the younger generation, and then the younger generation would be too occupied with the problems that can be perceived small by the older generations, but that's what's hard for them.
Yeah.
So
It's you just don't know. You just don't know.
it's a balance.
Yeah. Is there balance? I don't think there's a balance.
Not
Like
try
that's the
to
quest. Like that's our the quest to find the right balance.
uh
Especially you
yeah.
as a dad, right? That's gonna be your that's gonna be a big mission for you in the future. Like what how do you get to that balance?
I guess
Like
balance is
time?
not the
Yeah.
right term to use, but the quest is to be empathetic to the other. How can you be empathetic when you've never like experienced this?
Yeah.
I guess that's the right term to look for. Like again, the younger generation, they haven't been to what the older
The old
generation, like
generation, what
say
they've
for
been through.
example, they didn't have to immigrate. They didn't have
Yeah.
to go jump through hoops to be able to move somewhere, not necessarily here,
The
but to get
war,
out.
right? The war that
Yes,
they've been
yeah.
to. I think that's the
Yeah.
biggest one.
Like if
How
they're
hard it is.
if they came from refugee status, and then what their parents had to go through when they get here, the younger generation won't be like privy to that anymore.
Yeah.
Depends on when they came here. And then it's hard for the older generation to be empathetic to the younger generation because they feel like whatever they went through was harder.
Yeah.
Like for
Which,
them,
yeah,
that's a
we have
minute
our own,
problem.
like we have our own problem to deal with
Yes.
that they won't understand
Yes.
how it
But
is.
then,
Just like, for example, dating.
yeah.
Like dating, right? Imagine the older, like the baby boomers, because of the war, there's so many men that died. And then when
Mm,
they get back from the war, imagine how many, I don't know what the statistics is, but I just heard this from somewhere that when they get back from the war, you have like the ratio of women and men, there's just far more women.
The competition's
The
done.
competition's less for men.
Yes.
It's a supply and demand, right? There's
Yeah.
so many girls. So dating, it's easier. And then
Yes.
women are looking for that man that will be providing for them.
Yes.
So imagine how easy it is. I don't want to say that it's easy for them. I don't know.
Relatively
I don't know
easy
how.
for
Yeah,
them.
maybe it's relatively
Yes.
easy. I don't
Yes.
know. But looking at the statistics, it's possible, right?
Yeah.
And look at us now, right?
Would you say it's easier now with dating apps?
No, I don't think so. I think it's harder now to date because the women.
Because
Okay, okay. Just a caveat. We're just gonna go with traditional dating. All right. We're not gonna
okay.
go with same-sex relationship. We're just gonna go with man and women, just to make it simple.
Okay,
All
okay.
right. So now,
Just
even though,
relationships,
yeah,
just
just
relationship,
relationship,
just finding
just
somebody.
man and woman. Okay, we're not gonna.
No, regardless,
Yeah.
I think it's the
Okay,
same.
but anyway, so I'm just gonna
Yeah,
go with the easier
yeah.
path. So right now, let's say it's balanced. There's same amount. I don't know. I think there's more women still,
Okay,
but still like women, they're more picky. They know what
okay,
they want now.
okay,
They're woke, right? Because
okay,
they can make their own money now, right?
okay,
And but now the thing is like they wanna get the best partner for themselves. They wanna find that best man,
okay,
which is, if I'm a guy, if I'm still a single guy right now, how can I get to that stage? I
okay.
have to
Yeah.
do a lot of stuff to improve myself. I have to study. I have to make sure I have a good job.
Mhm.
I have to have a nice car. I have to have a house or something to find that ideal woman that I want.
Okay.
That's just
Or
how dating is right now.
just to be able to present yourself the best way that you can.
Yeah.
So when you find somebody that you want, you put your best foot forward.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you wanna show yourself as an alpha male. But of course,
Okay.
not all guys are like that. Not that all guys have the same mindset that I want to be the best that I can to get the best partner,
Okay.
right? And that's why right now men are opting for girls in other places in third world countries because they're having trouble getting the women now, the women
Okay.
that they want. Or it's just I think it's just hard to date now. Yeah, don't you think so?
It's
Especially here in the West.
I've always thought that dating will be harder for women. If we're talking about looking for a long-term
Yeah.
relationship, they're always at risk.
Like risk of getting knocked up,
Not just that,
risk of
just having somebody. I'm talking about true love,
okay.
finding true love. Because if you put yourself out there by yourself, you'll be branded as a that's not ladylike. Because you're the one. If you're a go getter,
Yeah.
that's not ladylike. There's
It's not a
there's
traditional
yes,
woman.
there's a stigma to it.
Yeah.
And you talking about the risk of getting knocked up, that's just with hookups,
Yeah.
right? If you if guys are honest, if guys are gonna put themselves out there, they're gonna say, "Oh, to I'm just here for fun. I'm not here to look for anything serious." That's fine. But if it's the girls who do that, again, there's a stigma.
Yeah.
Whereas, well, if I'm gonna waste time and energy for this, might as well look for the real thing. But then if they go looking, again, the stigma. So that's how I've always thought of it.
Yeah.
But now,
But now that it's different. Like girls, like women are more forward with what they feel. because
There's less stigma now,
there's less
at
stigma, and
least.
plus it's because they can actually show it, right? They're not gonna tell you, they're not gonna confess that they like you, but
Yeah.
you'll know that this girl's into you.
Yeah.
Like they have their ways. But it all depends on what you're actually looking for. If you're looking for a traditional woman to be in a serious relationship, or
Yeah.
if you're just gonna be looking for a hookup, it's different. But in general, I think dating now is harder,
I think.
especially if the goal is to marry the right girl,
Mm,
right?
I think it's got its own merits, like modern dating. With again, you can, if you're in it to if you're in it to just play around. If you say you're gonna play around, there's gonna be a playmate.
Yeah, you have to look for that playmate.
Yes, but then it's
But
there
yeah, but there's
compared to
always before
yes,
compared before.
compared to before,
Yeah,
where
it's really hard.
if you're looking for a playmate, if you're open about it,
Or what's gonna happen is if you're looking for a playmate, it's hard to find a playmate. So what's gonna happen is you're just gonna go jump from one girl to another.
yes,
So you
and
don't actually
then
have that one partner to play around, to have an open relationship with.
you're the asshole there,
Yeah.
right? And I feel like modern dating pretty much leveled the playing field for
For
women.
men and women, yeah.
More
So
for
too.
women actually. It's just
Because the guy says I've always been this. you,
yes.
the guys have always if you're an asshole, if you're gonna be two timing, that's you.
Yeah.
But now women are leveling up and they want the same thing too.
Or
Or
they
because
have
just like you
they
said,
have
the
they have the
stigma's
option,
gone,
yeah.
or there's less stigma.
Or they have the option to do the same.
Yeah.
Yes. There's this Andrew Schultz joke.
Ladies, how are we gonna get on the same page? We agree on most shit, right? You think that we disagree on a lot, sweetheart? Like what? Like what?
Like most things, anything.
Really? I went to one of them women's marches and we had a lot in common. I saw those girls screaming, "Free the nipple!" That sounds pretty good. Right? They were screaming, "We should be able to have sex with as many guys as we want." Yes, you should. If we get pregnant, we should be able to abort it. Hopefully. And we need to work so we can pay our half. Hallelujah. Fellas, get down here. It's happening. We've reached common ground. It was unbelievable. These women were fighting for the right to become the men they've always hated. Just walking around with their shirts off, fucking whoever, not worried about the kid. I'm like, are y'all feminists or fuckboys? What is this shit? I'm just saying, we're on the same team. You know what I mean?
Really, those things that he's agreeing with, that's gonna be making guys' life a lot easier, right?
Yes.
If you free the nipples, that's easy access for us.
Yes.
If you free up abortion, that's gonna make it easy. If we accidentally knocked up someone,
Yeah.
so I think it's like a double standard.
That's
what
why
he's
he
saying.
said the stuff that you wanted is the stuff that you've hated from men before.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But yeah, just going back to our
Yeah, we
like-
jumped to dating.
yeah, I know. No, and then just going back, because it's so hard. Like that's probably one
Yeah.
of the biggest problem personally of an
Yeah.
individual is dating,
Yeah.
right? So how can you worry about all this problem in the world, this societal issue, this
Yes.
political problems, the political woes of everyone? Meanwhile, you yourself can't get a girl or a guy
And
to have a
then-
serious relationship with, if that's what you want.
And then when you find one, it's gonna be part of your small talk. Oh, did you hear about the bombing in Syria or whatever? Like, you're gonna be stuck. Cause you weren't really you were trying to research about the girl,
Yeah.
or the person that you're trying to hook up with, and then that's gonna be the small talk. Cause they had the luxury to care.
And that's how
Or-
you find out what this girl's personality is. This guy or girl's personality. Are they involved with politics? Are they involved with
Like their
do they
interests.
do they listen to the news?
Yeah.
Right? But there's so many problems personally.
Yeah.
Like you said, right? Like, are you gonna worry about the bigger problems that you don't have any solution to?
When you've got
Like
a
when you care about it, like what's gonna happen, right? You're just gonna talk
and
about it.
are you gonna worry about it when you've got a payment deadline coming soon?
Yeah.
Are you able to read about what happens someplace else when you're gonna be paying your due soon? Like stuff like that.
So how about you? What's do you really care about all these big problems outside of your
Before I did, but now
like when you're single?
not just single, even up to now.
Okay.
But I kinda catch myself sometimes like worrying about it just to have a talking piece.
Okay.
But then think about it. If you're gonna have like an immediate opinion about something, that's what you really feel, right? It's just going to be a difference of, are you gonna put it out there
Or just keep it to
or
yourself.
just keep it to yourself? Are you gonna publish it in social media, or are you gonna talk about it with somebody? You know what I mean? Whereas, yeah, I just catch myself thinking that sometimes. Like, do I really care about this, or do I just really care about this to affirm what I know or affirm what I feel? That's when sometimes you people don't find themselves fact checking because they find something that agrees with what
They emotionally
they've
think is
believed from way back, that, oh, I was right about this thing.
yeah, and that's it.
And that's it.
End
I
of
was right.
story. Yeah,
Nobody wants to be wrong, right?
exactly. You you
And
you got you want to find someone that's gonna align with your thoughts,
yeah,
and it makes you feel good.
which pretty much takes off discourse, takes discourse off the table when everybody's just looking for dopamine hit, that dopamine hit of being right.
Yeah,
So
it's always nice to have an argument about something, though, right? Like if you have someone to that has like if you have a debate with someone,
yeah,
like in let's say in person, I find it fun if you have someone to talk to like that.
some people like it that way.
Yeah, I like me personally. I like it. It's not for me to prove a point, but I just want to educate myself too. It's
Mm.
just a it's just a bonus if I'm right.
What a mature guy. Cause I know I've been that where I try to sway somebody instead. I try to sway somebody by proving them wrong instead of trying to learn. That's the best case scenario. You learn
Learn
something,
something.
right? Or you change stances just cause you learned something,
Yeah.
right? Cause you know when you feel like you're right, that's like a huge ego boost, right?
Yeah.
So I I know I get into arguments because I wanna be right and not because I wanna learn
You want to learn
something new.
something?
Because if I wanna learn something new, I'd be asking instead of arguing.
Oh, okay.
But if I'm gonna get into an argument, I know I'm in it to give
Yeah, you have to
myself
win it. You're
to
in it
win
to
it
win it.
and not to learn.
Did you ever change your mindset now because now you have a kid that you're looking into the future? For example, like you worry about like global warming. You worry about like ice melting in Antarctica because you're worried about your kid's future.
Um
Because I know you have personal, everyone has personal problem.
yes.
But sometimes does it dawn you that, shit, they're right. I have to worry about this because my kid is still very young. And what's the future for him
I just
if I
hope it's
don't
not in
care?
his lifetime. I know it's not it it's highly likely that it's not gonna be in our lifetime. I just hope it's the same for him. I try not to be an asshole and then try to like purposely mess up the environment. I won't
Yeah.
do that. But like if it's gonna inconvenience me sometimes, I'm gonna do what's convenient for me. And then if I hear the people like pushing one, if they're like really fervently pushing one cause, I do a background check on them instead of listening.
Okay.
Instead of just listening, I
Yeah.
try to be a cynic. Like, why are you pushing this? Are you really about this,
Yeah. Or is this
or
just a propaganda?
or is this just an agenda for
Yeah.
you?
You're like paranoid.
Yeah, I think that's my contribution to my kid having a better
Yeah.
future. I don't know if it's like healthy dose of cynicism. Sometimes my wife gets annoyed.
Oh. Because
Eh?
like okay, for yeah, for example, like talking about pollution and being green, because I
Yeah,
know like voting, right? We
yeah,
need to vote. Well, we should vote.
yeah.
And sometimes it depends on that political party if they're aiming for green, right? Going green. Is that gonna be, for example, like a factor for you, like thinking that, oh, okay, like my kid's gonna be growing up and I want him to enjoy Canada as it is,
Mm-hmm.
that like he has like a lake to swim at in the
Mm-hmm.
future, like trees to go around it, like mountains to visit,
Mm-hmm.
like animals that he should be seeing, something like that.
Mm.
Or I don't care. I'm just gonna be going with this political party that I'm pretty sure that's gonna be steering Canada to the right direction financially, because that's what matters, right?
It's hard for us because we weren't brought up that way. Like if you were able to like transition to that, that's pretty nice. I'd want to be that way too,
Yeah.
but like when you were, I know it wasn't you who was saying that. That was like an example. But if I meet a person like that, all I think is, what a dork. I'm in the wrong for
Yeah.
that, but that's what I feel because that's how I've been brought up. And it's right to do that. Just when something's excessive, like, don't you have stuff to worry about? That's when I feel sometimes it's fake caring.
Yeah.
That's when I become a cynic. If you're over pushing something, like, what's in it for you?
Yeah. Just spearheading
Yeah.
like a movement, because that's how I operate now. Unlike before, I don't know if it's me getting older and becoming more mature,
Yeah.
or I'm just worried about everything that's around me, because I'm at the stage of my life that my personal problems are smaller than problems around me, because I'm not just living for myself now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm living for other people. I'm living because I have my wife. I I have my employees to take after, and I mean to take care of.
Okay.
I have my parents. I have my my family, right? So now I'm worried about everything, like immigration, like all this program.
Mm-hmm.
I'm worried about, well, I'm not worried, but I'll look into stuff. I'll look
Mm-hmm.
into things like this. I look into the problems in, let's say, the war,
Mm-hmm.
because my s- my investment, I need to know where I'm gonna put it. I need
Okay.
to, like, for immigration, I need to know what's happening because I'm trying to get people to go here.
So, as you were saying earlier, right? You're gonna look into the war because you're worried about your
Yeah.
investments. You're gonna look into the immigration policy changes because you're trying to get somebody over
From
here.
back home to here, right? Yeah.
If you're upfront about why you worry about that stuff, that's all fine and good to me. But there's gonna be people who will be saying, "Oh, they should let these people in. They should have the right to get in this country. Oh, they should stop the war, stuff like that, because people are dying." But in the end, they're worrying about they're worrying about those stuff because of the same reasons that you did.
Because there's always a personal aspect to it,
Yes.
right? There's something for
That's-
me,
Yes.
which is scary too. Like
Which is
on top of that, like having a war, like
yeah.
the thought of having World War III is scary.
Yes.
Because in my opinion, what what we're trying to do here, me and my wife, it's all gonna be for nothing if a war breaks loose. That's why
Again.
I'm scared. I'm not scared of people die. Well, I'm scared of
Well,
people
of
dying.
course, yeah.
But
But the bigger reason is
it's our
your personal
we think
reasons.
of ourselves first,
Yes.
right? Well, that's me.
Yes. Which is okay.
Yeah.
But then there's gonna be people who will be saying, "Why shouldn't you're so selfish? Why don't you care about this stuff? Don't you care about the other people? You're raised Catholic, and then you don't love your neighbor."
Sorry, but I'm gonna take care of
That's
myself first. I'm sorry.
That's when I become a cynic.
Yeah. Human tendency, right?
Or
you
at
wanna,
least
you wanna
don't-
take care of your kin first.
Or at least don't be a hypocrite about it.
Yeah.
If you're gonna be about it, practice what you preach. Like you're preaching something that you're not gonna be doing.
Like you know what? Like I remember my wife's message to me, and she's saying something that I should be a politician or something. I don't think I can be a politician.
Yeah. Why'd you say so?
I have so much dirt already. Like if they look into this podcast, like with the stuff that I put out, they can find a lot of dirt about me.
Well, so speaking about the politicians, there's this. I don't know if you've heard about Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah,
You've heard about him,
yeah,
right?
I know.
I think we
His
got
island.
we've got our own version of Jeffrey Epstein here in Canada.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say
Or-
in the U.S.
Peter
like
Nygard.
yeah, Nygard, Peter
He-
Nygard.
I think he's in the same boat, or was it convicted
the-
or allegedly or
He's
whatever?
convicted.
But he's pretty much in the same boat
Yeah.
as Epstein. Like, what happened to those kids? Horrible.
Yeah.
What can I do though? I'm gonna lock into it. It's gonna distract my head for a bit. But
Yeah.
what can I do? But then, let's flip it. So, let's say you're able to care about those stuff, right? But then you won't be able to do something about it because you're distracted with entertainment.
Okay.
People are dying,
Yeah.
but your favorite artist is gonna have a concert.
Like what's more important,
Or what will you be
or
tuning?
what's more attainable?
or
right?
what will you be tuning into at least?
Yeah.
Right? I'm not sure which philosopher, or a political philosopher or whatever said this.
So what did he say?
He said, "Give the people bread in circus, so they don't revolt against the government.
Oh, okay.
Make sure you feed them
Yeah, and
And
keep them
make-
entertained.
and keep them entertained, just so they don't peek into the curtain of what's really happening."
in the background.
Yes.
Oh, it sounds like we're gonna go conspiracy here. Conspiracy theories here.
Do you want to go there?
I don't know.
It's just that,
It's
but
gonna be a long conversation though, I'm pretty sure.
makes sense. Though.
Yeah, it makes sense. It's
Right?
true. Like what I said before, right?
It doesn't
Like
have
the
to
government wants, like if like for example, if I have my own city, if there's less educated people there, it's easier to control them.
be.
It's it's not the same concept as what you said, but
yeah.
if they have something that will keep them entertained and they have food in their stomach, they'll be happy, right?
Mhm.
Meanwhile, and what I'm saying is, if they know less, the less they know, the better for me, because I can
Mhm.
control them.
Yes.
I don't know if
Yeah.
you can see what like the
instead
what
of giving them the circus, limit
Yeah, what
limit
they
their
know.
access
Yeah.
to
And I think
whatever
that's
they
what
can
they're
learn.
doing with other countries, right? They're trying to control everyone.
Yes.
They're trying to make them
In
ignorant.
tyrannical countries.
Yeah,
At
tyrannical
least.
countries.
Yes. Yep.
But yeah, that's a beautiful, that's a
Give
beautiful
them
thought.
give them
Very real.
I forgot
Who said that?
yeah. Give them bread and circus.
Yeah.
Like,
That's still common right now.
it's not
Very
even
common.
it doesn't
You
even
just
have
don't
to
know.
be it doesn't even
just don't know
have
it's
to
happening.
be the government doing something nefarious.
Even in a workplace,
Oh,
right? Fucking just if there's a problem, just buy them pizza.
yes. Yep.
Okay, give them a raffle for a Jets ticket,
Yeah.
like for the playoffs.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's gonna change everything.
Yeah.
That's gonna boost the morale. That's gonna right. That's
It's
the
like
same
say,
concept.
oh, we're down in sales.
Yeah.
We're down in sales this quarter. We need you to work harder, and then the workforce is just worried about what they need to pay out this month.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just here to work. I can't contribute to that.
Yeah. And then they're gonna distract them with all this
Yes.
like small rewards.
Yeah.
Or sometimes, right, when you have that feeling that you really worked hard this month, and then someone will announce that, okay, our sales are down. Like, I think you guys are not working hard enough.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you know that you worked your ass off. And then after they say those, okay, let's have pizza.
Yeah.
And that's going to boost the morale again.
Yeah.
Even after hearing all this complaint from management.
Yeah.
So I think it's not just not just
It doesn't have
politics.
to be
It doesn't
as
have
big
to
as
be
go.
as
It doesn't have to be. Doesn't have to go conspiratorial
Yeah.
where governments are putting down.
like maybe in a family. You think that's
Even yeah.
you think that's it's
Yeah.
applicable, right?
Yeah. Like say, oh, we're go. But just think of it this way. Oh, we can't pay for junior's tuition right now. Let's go out on an
Yeah.
outing.
That's so fun.
Let's spend some more.
Or you and your wife or husband got into a fight,
Yeah.
and then
Let's bring the kids out.
yeah,
Yeah.
like I have Taylor Swift tickets.
Yeah.
Okay, like that solved the problem, right?
Yeah. When the circus rolls into town, everything's
The
forgotten.
the um the immediate problem's gone.
Yes.
Or you're just putting the problem. You're just setting it.
Yes,
You're just
in the
setting
back
it
burner.
aside for now,
Yeah.
and then let's worry it after.
Yeah. Because for now, the circus is
Let's
in
have
town.
fun. The
Yeah.
circus is here.
Yeah.
Let's go watch Cirque du Soleil.
Yeah.
Or like Taylor Swift. Oh my god. I was surprised that I didn't even know that Taylor Swift put out a new album. Imagine how busy she is.
Like how she was able to.
Yeah, how she was.
Yeah.
And then she has a love life. Like she's in a relationship now, right? That's crazy. I don't know how she was able to do it.
I
From
would.
touring that much. Does she have like those shadow composers or shadow writers or something?
Ghost Rider.
Ghost writers?
I
Shadow
don't
writers?
think so. I don't think so. Well, energy wise, I guess, but I would say you would be at the height of your creativity while you're on a roll. Even though she's doing the
The
tour,
tour.
she might be getting more. But you know how
Inspirations?
Taylor Swift works, anyways. Like her inspiration are
Like from
her
past.
failed relationships, anyways.
Well, I don't know. I still haven't heard anything from this new album, so
Yeah,
I don't know what the concept. I heard that there's a lot of like vulgar words now compared to like the previous
Yep,
albums. I
that's
think I
what
saw
I've
a
heard too.
statistic.
And you know the band 1975?
No, is that an old one?
No, pretty new. But I think this album is mostly pertaining to her ex, who was the vocalist of the 1975.
Oh, I don't really follow her relationship because it's just messed up.
Anyways, you're you're begging to get attention from the Swifties.
No, no. I just remember. I just
Yeah.
realized it. Cause for some reason the album was they were selling it in Costco. I was
Ah,
surprised.
the
Like,
new album,
yeah, the new
the
album.
Tortured Poet Society.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I was surprised that Costco was selling it.
When I heard the album name, when I heard the album name,
It doesn't
wha-
sound like a Taylor Swift
yeah, what
album.
I heard was okay. Is emo back?
Yeah, I thought it was. Yeah, I thought it's. But I was surprised. Like, how come there's so much talk about this album without me knowing that it's Taylor Swift's album?
I think she announced it
Well,
a
I don't really
month
follow
ago.
her, so
Yeah, well, my wife's kind of following her, so I kind of have an idea. My sister's following
mm.
her.
because the
So
first time I found out about this album is when I saw that post in my Costco group. Like, what's the fuss about this album? And it's very
mm,
rare for Costco to sell album. But who buys albums nowadays?
yeah,
Like
actually,
CDs.
yeah,
Like, I don't even know if my new truck has a CD player. I don't think so.
yeah. And there's like also a fascination with vinyl right now.
Yeah, it's been ongoing for a while. I was
Yeah,
like for a
like
few years back.
cause before I'd get aficionados where they really wanna like music
Yeah.
aficionados, but now it's turning into more of a general collection, which turns those collectors as music aficionados because they get to appreciate the music more with vinyl.
Yeah.
But before they started collecting those, they weren't really that deep into music. They like music, but they're not into the technicality of it, right?
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know why there's a big hype on vinyls.
Yeah.
Not
Oh, I
really
thought
sure.
you were
Or
gonna
maybe
say
because of the looks, the
maybe the
aesthetics.
aesthetic, like of having a vinyl player in
Yeah.
your room or whatever. I thought you were gonna say you couldn't understand like the fuss or the hype about Taylor Swift's new album.
Oh, no,
You
I
don't
understand.
need anything else. You just need that it's from Taylor Swift.
I know everything she touch turns into gold.
I would I'm not a fan of her. I I don't have anything
Yeah.
to say against her though.
Yeah.
But
I like her hustle.
yes, I
I
respect the
find
hustle.
that I find that she's more of a business person than an artist nowadays.
Nowadays.
Nowadays, not
But
before. She's an I like her style.
but her but her but the title of her being an artist, it's uncontested, I
Yeah.
would say. So I would say that this boyfriend of hers right now, I would say I would predict that this will be the one for her.
Really?
I would say. She's never had this macho guy before. From what I know.
Okay.
Like all of or most of her boyfriends are artists,
Our boys.
actors. Yes.
Yeah.
She's now got a man.
But I have a feeling that she got this guy in her palms. Like, I think she can control this guy.
That's why I think she's got her man.
I think she needs someone to put her on a leash or something. I think that's just how love works. That's how relationship works.
Well, from her
Should we make a bet?
Should
Just
we?
kidding. Should we?
wager, okay, $20. $20. Let's
Okay.
make it
Okay, okay.
attainable and fun.
$20.
Yeah.
They're gonna break up
Okay.
sometime. I don't know when. It's not gonna be.
Yeah,
It
let's
might not
not
be
gonna
this year,
let's not
but
put a
they're
time.
not gonna get married.
Okay.
Okay, maybe that's easier
Okay.
instead
Let's
of
just say
because they can get married and then break up, right? So
okay.
'cause if you say
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
he's the one, that's like a long
They
lasting.
might still I think they might still divorce if ever they get
Yeah.
married. I just feel
Me, I
like
think they're not gonna get married.
because
They're gonna break up sometime. I know. I just have a feeling.
okay.
I have a feeling that 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 I think she's gonna sick of this guy.
Okay.
Because
Cause
I think that's not her personality to find someone that she can control. Well, I don't know the relationship that much, right? But
mm,
I have a feeling that I think she's toxic. I think she's toxic, and she would love she.
look and say it.
I think she's toxic.
In
Coming,
what way?
like coming from an 89 to another 89.
In what way? In what way?
I think in the relationship.
Like how?
I don't know.
I
I think she likes to. I don't know, like to be a victim or something. Like I think she likes toxic relationship.
okay. I would
Let's just end
say
it there.
I
I think she
get
likes that.
what you mean. Of course, this is only coming from what we see in the news. We
Yeah.
might be wrong. We don't know the person,
I know.
right?
I don't know them.
Right? I can see what you're saying. But you know when people get into deep in the relationships from the get-go, they can be perceived as toxic. That's why I understand why you feel like she's toxic, because she's in it for the long run, and then her partner's just gonna be playing around. That's why
Yeah.
I feel like, cause she's a Midwestern girl.
A country girl, right?
She's a country girl.
Yeah.
Like, despite her being catapulted to like celebrity status, ultra celebrity status
Yeah.
even, I would say through and through that she'd want to be like married, have a family, and if she puts it that way at the start of the relationship, that can be a no go for some guys, especially with the guys that she has
That she
dated
dated before.
before.
Yeah.
Whereas they're artists, like they're really modern, and now I think he's a Midwestern guy.
Oh, really?
I think
How old is he?
pretty much close. They're
Yeah, but
close
he's
in
older,
age.
right?
Older, but just a bit. Not icky yet. So that's why I feel like
You think they're gonna
yes, or they're gonna
hit
at
it up?
least stick together for a while.
Okay. But
At
the
least.
wager is
Yes, get
you-
married. Yes.
they're gonna get yeah, they're gonna marry each other.
Yes.
Me, they're gonna break up. Or
Yes.
but I know they're not gonna marry each other. So
Okay.
that's the wager, right?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
That's
let's
the
find out.
parameters. Yes.
Yeah.
I just feel like he's got a man now. Like some people look at him as a man child because he's like a dumb jock.
I don't like how he expressed himself during that Super Bowl when
Yeah.
well I don't even know what the conversation is, right? I don't know
Yeah.
what he's like telling the coach. But I just don't like that. That
Mm,
if you're a professional, that's your coach.
because he's getting into the theatrics of it,
I think so, yeah.
probably. Because he knows there's
Like there's
like,
cameras
there's
following
cameras right
him.
now, whereas before he didn't have the Taylor Swift boyfriend status.
Yeah.
He didn't have to do that. He just needs to let the play do the talking. I loosely follow NFL, and I didn't know he was like up there
He's top. He's in the top.
GOAT status
Is
or
he
whatever. In his position, at least,
okay.
he's in the conversation.
Oh, okay.
Because I didn't know him.
How about
before.
his brother? Is he in the conversation too, or his brother?
I don't think so, but he's pretty good apparently.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But
But-
yeah, I think they might marry each other. That way I'm gonna win $20. Regardless, I think they might be staying together for a while.
For a while.
Yes. Because he's way different from the ones that she's dated before.
And plus, he's not a celebrity. He's a sport.
In a way, he is. In a way, he's not. If you're gonna compare his celebrity status to Taylor
So I
Swift.
guess he is different from all the guys that she dated before.
Yes.
We will see.
We will see.
Unless that's what Taylor wants.
Yes.
a guy like him that he can. I don't even know what their relationship dynamics is like, but
Yeah.
I have a feeling
It's not gonna be different from the ones before.
maybe they're gonna last a little bit longer.
Yeah.
I hope. So she's gonna be happy,
Yeah.
but I don't think they're gonna marry each other.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, she's getting older too. She's 35.
Yes.
So yeah, like maybe there's that
Tick
that
tock,
plan that she wants to start a family,
tick
right? So we'll
tock.
see.
Yeah. I'm not even putting that into consideration. I just feel like they're a good match.
Okay.
Midwestern. I'm not sure if Travis Kelsey is a Midwestern guy, but he seems like it.
Like we'll have a poll.
Yes. We'll see. Anyways, anything that caught your eye besides that Taylor Swift thing?
Um, Not really. I just went to a bike shop like 2 days in a row.
Oh, that's what you're
Into a bike store. Like me personally, that's what I've
You
been
getting
doing.
into biking?
Well, I do bike. We do trail, especially during the
Oh,
pandemic.
before.
Yeah,
Okay.
before I do mountain biking.
Okay.
But I have an old mountain bike, and then my buddy invited me to go with him.
Mhm.
Like yeah, we're talking about it because he's
Okay.
wanting to buy a new bike. Like my bike is so old that sometimes I'm scared of it because like the rear brake pads are not working, and then when we do like some terrains, it's kind of scary. But
okay.
like I have this problem too that if I'm gonna buy something, I wanna buy the next level, right? Because I don't want to upgrade again,
Yeah.
right? I don't want this bike sitting in the corner of my garage
And
collecting
then
dust.
it's gonna be old again, and by the
Yeah.
time you find the time, oh, I wanna get a newer one.
But some people are telling me too
Yeah.
that if you have a bike, like whenever someone invites you, you can go anytime, which is
Mm.
true.
But you got a bike, and then you don't have the time.
Yeah. No, I think I can make time.
Yeah.
Maybe once a year. Because the bike that I want is like around the 5 grand mark above. And then if if my if my budget is like that, I want to just get an ATV because I have more use, right?
Yeah.
I can just go around here. Other than that, Jets won the
How's
first
it going?
game. The
Are they a high seed right now?
oh yeah, they're second in Central.
Okay.
So they have the home court advantage, the home ice. So
Okay.
game 1 was yesterday. It was a high scoring game. It was really a good game because like they were up 3 it was 6 is it no 7-4. So they're up 3 goals.
Okay.
And then on the
7-4.
7-4.
Okay, that's pretty. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a high scoring game.
Yeah.
Like on the first period, it was like 3-3 already, 3-2,
Okay.
something like that. And then on the last 7 minutes, the Avalanche was able to catch up, and they
Avalanche is
Colorado.
Okay.
It's
okay.
ironic because like we had the Colorado low, that's why it was cold the past few days,
Okay.
and then the last day of the Colorado low was Saturday, and then
They
the
lost.
Colorados are in
Yeah.
Winnipeg yesterday. So it's just ironic, and then
yeah.
and it was hot, right? It started
Mhm.
to warm up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was surprised that there's like fireworks and everything in downtown. Like I guess we have a lot of budget right now.
Maybe.
It feels like we won the whole series.
Do they have a better chance than the last time?
Oh yeah. There's even talks that there's a possibility of them winning the Stanley Cup.
They got
They
swept.
became first. They this is before Christmas. They were the first team like they were the first rank in all the teams in NHL
Okay.
before Christmas. So they have the
'Cause-
best stats that
Because
time.
they had a good record too when they was this around 2018.
I think so, yeah.
But then they got swept by
By the
Las
Vegas
Vegas.
Knights?
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's what like I think that was the third round. So they actually made it far in the playoffs.
Was it the third round?
Yeah.
Okay.
They made
Because
it far.
just remember getting weirded out by
Because after that was the Stanley Cup. It was the finals already. So after they
Mm,
lost with the Vegas Knights, it was the finals,
okay.
the Stanley
Okay,
Cup
I
finals
remember it
already.
being a first round matchup, and
Oh,
then
that's
them.
with that's last year.
No, that was from before when they lost to the Vegas Knights, and then I remembered the Vegas Knights was pretty high ranked too, and then they were high ranked, and I was telling my brother, how come they're facing each other already like early in the playoffs? And then I just remember him telling me that that's how it works in the NHL. So maybe we were wrong
Yeah.
that time, or I might be remembering wrong.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
But yeah, like they're doing pretty good. And we were
better
talking.
chances this time than
Yeah,
that
I
last
think
time.
so.
Okay.
Because the momentum and I think yesterday they didn't do a good game, but still they won
Mm-hmm.
because they scared everyone.
Okay.
Because it almost went to like to overtime, right?
Ah.
Considering that they're up that much.
Mm-hmm. Caitlin Clark. You've heard
Tim
about
Clark.
Caitlin Clark?
Sounds familiar.
You know, this. So, women's basketball in college
Okay,
is bigger than men's basketball in
in
college.
college.
And some may even say that it's even bigger than the interest in WNBA.
Really?
And this Caitlin Clark is pretty much like Steph Curry of college basketball.
Okay.
She's I think her
Has she drafted already with WNBA?
first overall just this
Okay.
past weekend, I think. First overall. And she was bringing new eyeballs to women's basketball. I heard record attendances in
That
her
Does she
games
have
in
the
the
look?
March Madness.
Yeah, what does she look like?
Yeah, Caitlin Clark.
She looks good. She
I'd
pretty-
say so. Yeah.
Okay.
Objectively, not my type, but objectively, she looks
Yeah.
good. That's the safe way to answer that question. Yeah. So, yeah, it looks apparently so in the NBA, it was pretty boring before. Up until Magic Johnson came and Larry Bird, they brought a whole new aspect of entertainment. Not just with their skill, but they started marketing the
Yeah, the
personalities of the
persona.
players. Yes.
Okay.
And then MJ brought it to the next level. Now they're saying that that could be Caitlin Clark for the WNBA.
Oh, really?
Not to that level or not to that extent, but she
She's gonna
could be
bring
pushing
something.
it to the right direction because you know how WNBA have
Yeah.
been like complaining about how they're getting paid, right?
Yeah, I know. Which is,
But
I know it's not fair, but
but you should be bringing in more
yeah.
revenue because you get paid from what you earn, and
If
the
the
league's
budget
not
is
earning
this,
much.
if the budget of
Yes.
WNBA is this, how can they pay you this much?
Yes.
And how about the other players, right?
Yes.
Well, I have you ever watched WNBA like a game? I've never
Nope.
watched a game yet.
But I watched that Caitlin Clark game during the Final Four.
Hmm.
Yes. And it was pretty exciting.
But she plays like Steph Curry.
Yes.
How is that exciting?
How is it not?
Just shooting trees. From
How do you
outside,
think Steph shoots threes though? Just spot up?
I know.
Yeah.
I just. All right, I'll check her out.
Yeah.
It's probably in YouTube.
And it's not just her. This draft class.
Oh, like this. Oh, okay, this class are pretty big.
Not just in talent, but
Yeah.
in personality too.
Oh, okay.
Cause she played for Iowa. There's another they're from LSU, Angel Reese. So it's a crop of players that will be bringing eyeballs to the WNBA.
Okay.
Like they're superstars already in
Yeah.
the college level, and now they're moving to the WNBA. And not just their talent, there's like rivalries too.
Yeah.
So
They're probably gonna add some storylines too,
yes,
which is not scripted, right? But
yes.
it makes a difference.
They can lean into it,
Yeah.
but okay. Let's close this out with the hypothetical. I got
All
a
right.
hypothetical. Do you have one?
Yeah, I have one.
Okay, you go ahead.
All right. Okay. So it's it can be I was planning to say this earlier when we
Okay.
were talking about like politics and crimes and wars and everything. But I could have, but I waited at the end.
Okay.
But it could have been a great segue earlier. But anyway,
Okay.
so um, okay, so if you can commit a crime, and then once you did this crime, it's gonna be it's gonna be forgotten in the world, or no one's gonna be doing it anymore. What crime would it be?
Like it won't be able to be done anymore,
Yeah, it would never be done again.
and I won't get caught.
No. No,
And
well, no. You're gonna be a criminal.
oh, it's like I'm
You're gonna do the crime. If you're gonna pick a crime that you're gonna do, but whatever this crime is, it's
okay.
never gonna be done again. No one ever will do it again.
Okay.
So you're like a sacrificial lamb.
A sacrificial lamb.
Yeah.
Okay. And we're gonna apply the same penalties as to what's happening right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I will jaywalk.
Jaywalk.
Yes. I don't want to get caught. I was gonna say robbery
Okay.
before I ask if I'm gonna get caught, right?
Yeah.
So if I'm bank robbery even. So
Okay.
nobody's gonna be able to
or,
rob
or just
anymore.
robbery, because like yeah, we could do it like a
Nah,
general
I-
term, right?
If I say robbery, you can say like just robbing a grocery or something. That's small time.
No, but still, that's
'Cause
yeah, we're gonna erase that crime in the face of the earth, and no one will be robbing anyone again.
Because when I asked you earlier, will I get caught? You said yes,
Yeah.
right? So
But on the
if I'm
expense of saving the world from this kind of crime,
so
right?
I was thinking bank robbery earlier, so I got stuff to leave for my kid. But then if I'm gonna get caught, of course the account's gonna get frozen, right?
Yeah.
So scratch that. I'm just gonna do jaywalking. I got my own kid to worry about. I got my wife that I need to spend my life with. So, in a way, I'm helping out everybody because there's not gonna be any more jaywalkers. Like the help that I did might be small, but the penalty is a slap in the wrist. Cause I'm not gonna go down for everybody.
Oh.
At-
I
but
was
at least-
expecting that you're gonna go big.
But at least I still pleased people. They can say I didn't do anything, right? So what are you gonna be doing? Are you
I
gonna
don't
be a
know.
hero?
Yeah, it's such a letdown, man. I was hoping
Yes.
you're gonna say like
But
a big crime, so you're gonna
Nope.
be a hero for everyone.
I got my own stuff to worry about.
Mm.
I'm guilty of not being able to help you guys. But sorry. I got my own stuff to worry about.
Yeah. All right.
You.
Me? I think we can go with a smaller lie, like a lie,
Perjury?
I'm gonna do lying.
Perjury.
Lying. I want to do lying. It's a crime,
Lying's
right?
not a crime.
It's not a crime?
Perjury
Okay.
is.
Okay, perjury.
Okay. Okay.
So that way, no one's gonna be, you know what, like no one's gonna be able to purge or forge, because it's basically like lying, right?
Okay.
Because like lying, it's the cause or root of a lot of crimes.
Mm,
And I don't mind being branded like as a liar for the greater good,
okay.
something like that.
See, now you understand my jaywalking answer. See that?
That's why it's supposed to be a hard question,
Yeah.
but you make it simple with your jaywalking.
That's what you call consistent,
All right.
right?
So anyways, okay, your turn.
Okay. So, who's like your somebody who you'd like to learn from? Baskin Robbins?
Baskin Robbins?
Like that's somebody you walk
The
up to, right?
the writer? No, who's Baskin Robbins? The writer, right? The author?
No, the business guru,
Oh
Baskin Robbins, right?
no no like Tony Robbins. Oh, I
Okay.
thought because Baskin Robbins isn't that like an ice cream store, Baskin Robbins or something.
Oh
I
yeah.
think that's what you meant. That's what you're saying earlier.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Okay, Tony Robbins. Will you?
Well, no. Well, to be honest, like Tony Robbins is not my go-to guy. My favorite is Grant Cardone.
Okay, so Grant Cardone.
Yeah.
Will you take a but knowing you. This was supposed to be a dinner and a one-on-one mentorship with Grant Cardone
Okay.
or 500k. Which would you take?
I
But
will
knowing you, you'd take 500k.
no.
No?
I will do the one and one. Oh, it's only a dinner?
Yeah.
500,000. I'll do a dinner with Grant Cardone
Okay.
because that can lead to a lot of stuff, right?
Okay.
Because if we have a dinner, if I can learn something from him, like in a one-on-one, I can, because like his favorite term is 10x. If I
Okay.
can 10x something with just that one meeting with him,
Yeah, 10x your crimes.
10, yeah, 10x. No, but
But it's gonna be
yeah.
erased.
Yeah. But yeah, like I'm probably gonna, cause like
Yeah.
how much money?
It's invaluable.
Yeah, it's invaluable. I know I
Okay.
can spend if I have a 500,000, I can probably pay him, knowing that he will does this. But
Mm-hmm.
that's gonna be too easy. It's different if we have that, because it's different if I pay him, but it's different if we actually met,
Okay.
right? And then he's gonna, I don't know,
Okay.
because that's gonna clear up his schedule. He knows that he's doing it because of this like this hypothetical scenario,
Yes.
right?
Okay.
That there's
Okay.
no strings attached. Like he can give. He's having dinner because he wants to.
Okay.
He has that intention to teach me.
Okay.
But yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Because
Okay.
after that, it may lead to something else, right? It can probably now we have this connection. I can network with him again. Meanwhile, if I pay him, that's it
Okay.
because I paid
Okay.
him. So, how about you? Let's say your favorite.
Andrew
Let's say okay.
Schultz.
I was
Andrew
about to say
Schultz.
Kobe.
No. Like I've given up. Like
Basketball?
I've given up.
Well,
on
not
basketball,
really
like, way
basketball,
early.
because I think how his mindset works. It's not just basketball.
Like anything that I can learn from him, he's put out already.
Oh, okay.
It's like his whole thing. He didn't like really like keep it to himself. He's been saying that. Like you can sum it up in a sentence. What he's gonna teach me.
Like hustle hard.
Yes.
Is that what he's
I'm
gonna
gonna I'm gonna what I'm gonna learn from him if he's gonna be the mentorship is like the physical training, but mindset. I already know what's in his mind,
say? Yeah.
so that's out of the question already. So like for me, I would say Andrew
Schultz?
Yes,
All right.
I'll
So
take the 500k.
gonna take the 500k.
Yes, because everything that he's been doing, he's put out. He never gate. He never
Yeah, gatekeep
gate kept
his
the
his stuff.
how he did his stuff. I'm gonna take the 500k. Not work for some years, be able to provide for my family, and
Yeah.
then apply what he has been putting out in on my own.
Oh, okay.
So
And that's it.
that's it.
Another episode.
I was thinking of calling that segment hypothetical.
Hypothetical.
Yes.
Hypothetical.
Because it's hyperbolized hypotheticals. Yes.
We'll think of so that's gonna be
Suck a dick.
part of the end, right? So
Maybe, yes.
tune in. Our hypothetical questions gonna be end.
Yeah.
And you'll
or
see.
maybe You can send us some hypothetical questions that we
Yeah,
can
and we'll
talk
try.
about.
So that way we don't have time to think about it. Because like when I'm making up my hypothetical question, I'm trying to answer it too.
Yeah, same.
Like how?
That's
like
why I
how?
was pretty quick.
Yeah. So how I'm
Yeah.
gonna answer that, right?
But I gave you a swerve when I
Yeah. When you
Said the
say
jaywalk.
jaywalk, like
got you thinking. You got your
Oh.
own to look out for.
yeah, I was hoping it's gonna be something big
Nope.
because you want to save mankind from all this atrocious stuff
Yep.
that's happening in the world.
Yep. But nope, I got my own family to save from the day-to-day problems that we have. So
Jaywalking.
yes. Yes. They're annoying
I don't
though,
even
right?
consider that as a crime.
But petty crimes
Petty crime.
still annoying. All right. Another episode from your boys. OCP getting his mouth rinsed.
Yeah.
You got Edmund here.
Got me 2x.
And
This is the Twice the
Circus
D podcast.
Thank you for listening.